Anglesey, Wales. Down from the sea near to the Welsh port of Holyhead sits the Anglesey racetrack. It's an excellent circuit, picturesque and challenging, by having an enticing blend of fast instead of so fast sections complemented by a number of climbs and descents. It isn't the highest day to become here, what with the heavy cloud cover, occasional drizzle, high winds, and chilly temperatures. But we've got a whole new Bentley to push, and it's a biggie, a prototype version with the all-new 2018 Bentley Continental GT, so we're accomplishment complaining. In order to offer us an improved idea of just what the new Continental is dependent on, Bentley also brought down the present generation car, which is on the market for most 14 years now. With 582 horsepower and 531 pounds-feet of torque on tap, today's 6.0-litre W12-powered version with the GT is unquestionably no sluggard. But its road manners are decidedly old-fashioned, as you'd expect for just a car that's reached its age of puberty. It's an antique case of splendid isolation. If it was conceived, sportiness and agility wasn't yet one of several marques' top brand values. To the surprise of no person, the camouflaged prototype we're planning to set foot in is made from sterner stuff. Its heavily modified 6.0-litre W12 musters roughly 624 horsepower and 664 pounds-feet, along with the 8-speed dual-clutch automatic transmission, suspension layout, all-wheel drive system, and electronic architecture were reinvented yourself. Arguably the largest update, however, may be the car's new chassis, a bespoke variation in the Volkswagen Group's modular MSP architecture, which can be set to underpin all future upmarket Porsches, Audis, and Bentleys. MSP is really a quantum breakthrough, says Bentley's beaming Chief Technical Officer, Rolf Frech, that has strapped himself to your passenger seat. Even though we introduced several new high-tech features, the body weight has come down by 130 kilos, 287 pounds. In combination with the harder evenly balanced weight distribution plus the uprated 3-chamber air suspension, the main difference in ride quality and handling prowess is just mind-boggling. A leap of one other sort can be seen the moment you open the threshold. Stepping into the brand new car is compared to entering another world, and before you hit the starter button and select drive. The wing cockpit looks fresh and modern, the infotainment strategy is up to date finally, the ergonomics are relatively fail-safe, plus the seats will be more comfortable and supportive. As we stream from pit lane toward the initial corner, we gradually lay about the power and torque. The lesson learned only for 2 laps inside prototype are these claims: we're braking prematurely, turning in prematurely, struggling to transport enough momentum on top of the next straight. Come on, Georg. You can do greater than this, says that nagging voice within my head. After all, the steering feel is now around the case all the time in the newest Continental, changing direction with tempo and transparency. A rear-wheel steering setup cribbed from your Porsche Panamera will reportedly get offers for at a later stage. Even through Anglesey's tricky flat-out uphill right-hander, the 21-inch Michelins cling on like thirsty bloodsuckers. Input equals output in terms of direction changes, deceleration maneuvers, and torque feed have concerns. The new Conti's electronically operated anti-roll bars ensure gradual upright posture. The triple-air chamber suspension fuses comfort and stability, plus the electronic supervisory authorities work much closer on the brink of adhesion. Bentley's rotary drive mode selector offers 3 different calibrations of power assistance, throttle response, shift strategy, and ride quality, comfort, sport, and Bentley's own preferred setting. One may also combine the key vehicle traits. On slippery surfaces, you don't need to deactivate traction and stability control completely anymore to coax the modern model into a mild slide, Frech says. In the dry, however, keeping the escape button pushed for a lot of seconds will trigger every one of the attitude and drama you'll be able to ask for. Let's test it, shall we? The yellow warning symbol illuminates, the automatic upshift function not applies, as well as the fully variable torque split puts the trunk wheels on fire in the go. Press on hard, plus the 8-speed dual-clutch transmission will dial in gears with vigor and velocity. Since the bottom three ratios will be more closely staggered than before, riding the torque surge in the taller gear makes to get a more elegant locomotion. Out around the open road, this Bentley is usually a superior long-distance express, totally relaxed yet always for the alert, fast but never pushy. Embedded in a very corsetting and functional driver environment, you could leave the transmission lever in auto or shift the gears via paddles, which can be now attached to your steering wheel instead with the column. In essence, this luxury liner is centered on refinement and compliance. But when you feel the itch, the modern Conti GT will gladly shed its mink coat to show off its blue Superman t-shirt underneath. Like the Panamera, the modern Continental GT employs double wishbones in advance and a multi-link rear axle. Not exactly new layout, however, in combination with balanced stiffer aluminum-intensive body along with the MSB platform, it forms the bones of any real driver's car. Even on winding roads dotted with dopey motorhomes and impatient delivery vans, you can find enough instant torque on tap to exit the dirty air behind you, presto. While the steel brakes is probably not the last word in wisdom if it comes to super fast lap times, they work absolutely fine in traffic where modulation, effort, and effect strike a delicate balance. With a CD of 0.29, the wider and roomier 2018 Continental GT is notably more slippery versus the previous generation car. It should rush from 0 to 60 miles per hour in around 3.7 seconds. That has a top speed inside the 210 miles per hour ballpark. Claimed range is undoubtedly an astonishing 500 miles thanks mostly to its large, roughly 26-gallon tank, in conjunction with modest fuel efficiency improvements, and it is lighter weight at about 4,825 pounds. Down the line, Bentley is anticipated to add a 4.0-litre V8-powered model as well as a plug-in hybrid featuring somewhat surprisingly, a 3.0-litre V6. Inside, most from the materials are still with the old-world variety, polished timber, gleaming chrome, supple leather. However, the instrument display is currently a colorful digital circus ring, plus the main touch screen should rocket smartphone aficionados to seventh heaven. Those who choose the classic Bentley cockpit Saviour can specify a distinctive center stack having a revolving top section. Twisted, and engine and road speed are going to be indicated by old-fashioned mechanical dials. While the old car was notorious due to the antiquated connectivity plus the near-total insufficient assistance systems, the brand new model are going to be up to spec with plenty high-tech options. While it offers always been good-looking and beautifully executed, the prior Continental occasionally struggled at bridging the gap between luxury cruiser and GT. Thanks simply to some healthy brand cooperation, the all-new Continental GT is state-of-the-art driving car, too.